morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We are working on Precious and Whale. What a combination. Here we go. So I'm looking through my Kelly Perky Traveler's Notebook subscription that came for this month. It came today. And there's a couple little fall color cards in there of paper. It's heavy cardstock, and they're the size of a traveler's notebook. But I don't mind the different thicknesses all the way through. And I think we're just going to work in we're working in one book today. And I don't remember which one it is. Is it Inktober? Yeah, it's Inktober. Now remember, I'm not doing the ink. I'm just using his prompts. So I have Whale and Precious. This is going to be Precious Difficult. Okay. I'm going to use one of those Kelly Perky cards for the background because I kind of like that with the little orange shirt on the dog. And I know that's the only part I want to do, so I'm going to glue the card down, or the paper down. They're so thick, I call them cards. And get my background that floats the object better. Yes, Kurtie, no, don't worry, never fail. I will never be professional. Do not worry. Don't worry your pretty head over my becoming professional. Never in a wildest dreams. This video will confirm it, okay? So I was looking through some of my stuff and I can't find what I want, so I'm going to stamp Boo on this piece of orange that was laying here from a text page out of a book, and that works for me. But that's plain downright boring, and I'm nothing if not boring. So I'm looking for some more something or others to put on here, and I'm digging through all these images that I've cut out of all these magazines. Total, I think there were about 8 magazines over the last 10 years that I cut up. They were all Halloween Autumn magazines that I decided I could live without the advertising and the whole other part of the magazine that I didn't like. And I ripped them apart and cut out what I liked, and I'm making my own books. Right? Right. We can do it, girls. We can make our own stuff. So I found a piece of candy corn, and that's cutesy enough to go with this precious dog, right? Right. In my head, it works. Getting my piece of background to the right size, gluing that dog on there, and the background, which is just a background in an ad. I think it just was blurry enough and pretty enough to be a background for this. Don't ask me why, it just seemed to work. And then I'm thinking, okay, the picture of the candy corn's backwards, and then I put my Boo over that, and I'm like, maybe I can try layering. I'm not so good at it, but I'm going to try it. I put a little bit of washi tape here and a little bit of washi tape there. My dog's barking, sorry. It's black and white polka dots with a white background, and then I got out yellow to kind of bring out some more of the yellow in everything. And that is Precious, call it done. Here's where I go rogue, big time. Whale. Who ever heard of a whale at Halloween? But we're going to make it work. I'm assuming he means water whale. I don't know. Maybe I assumed wrong. But I know I have a lot of pretty, I have a lot of pretty backgrounds just with acrylic on magazine pages. And I'm using it a lot. So I found a blue one after I've had to dig around for a while. And I'm trimming it down to fit the size, and I've got a whale figure there drawn out on a piece of white paper. And a pumpkin stamped on another piece of white paper. So we're getting our page down to the size we need, and we're coming close to going rogue here. So now I'm going to squirt all these different blue acrylics and just swirl them around, not unlike what it might look on the flow things, but here we go. Paint splattered everywhere. That blue chalk paint, which separated between the oil and the chalk and the paint and whatever else is in there, went rogue. I have blue everywhere. It's on my hands. It's all over the desk and other places that you don't see on camera. But I can't waste all this paint. So we're just going to, rub it on the blue and make spray in our ocean water for the whale to swim in. Right? Right. Then I'm like, I still have tons of blue here. I'm not going to waste all this paint. And I got a wet wipe out to try to clean up a little bit. Oh, but there's another book page. Let me turn that blue. Okay. Still lots of paint here. Still lots of paint. I eventually get it all up. Oh, but the vellum. I peeled out a piece of vellum and I put it on the vellum, and it is luscious. It started drying though, so I got it a little more wet, and the blue vellum is luscious. That might make an appearance somewhere else down the road, but it is luscious. So if you ever spill paint, clean it up with vellum. Amazing. That's a wet wipe. Now that a wet wipe is amazing now too. All right, we're going to try to go back to our whale here. This is part of a blooper reel. Here's my ocean, dried. I just went to dry this. I turned off the camera to dry it. My whale flew off the table, got caught under the wheel of my chair, and I lost his head. We've had a whale catastrophe. Okay, we need to make another whale because I love this whale. The only problem is I don't know how to draw whales, so who knows if I could ever draw this again. But we could say this is what happens to a whale at pumpkin time. I don't know. Okay, we're going to get serious and try to do another one. Ay, ay, ay. Actually, it's a little bit too big because I don't want him over the fold. Maybe I can convert a big whale into a small whale. I can shrink him. We're going to shrink him. Let's see how that works. All right, we shrank him a little bit, or we're going to, and it's still a little bit wet. So I'm thinking, well, just trim off the side of his broken head and that'll work, right? Right, because it's fanciful and cutesy and just out there, right? Okay, so my whale is fanciful, cutesy, and out there, just like the artist. And I'm cutting out the little pumpkin that I stamped. And eventually I find the right page and I actually, the whale ends up over the fold. It's okay. He's having a whale of a good time in my art journal. Oh yeah, that was hysterical. I was cracking myself up. Okay, whale down on the ocean floor, and we're just going around him, sketch artisty like with a black pen. Very, very, very rough on purpose. I put a little bit of an eye and a smile because he's laughing at the artist who made him, and the water spouting out of his spout, and the pumpkin is coming out of his spout, right? Right. I see this all the time on the National Geographic Channel, don't you? Yes. That is ocean tape, washi tape, so I decided to cover up some of that white with ocean washi tape. My best effort? No. My best work? No. The most fun I've had in a long time? Yes. And that's the whole point of the whole point, right? I'm taking a picture for Instagram just like a good little artist. That might be a little bit more professional. So thanks for watching. I will see you all next time. We're in the midst of a hurricane coming here again. So who knows what's going to happen. We might have to have a generator for a couple days. There may not be art. We shall see. I'll check in somehow, some way. Bye.